Kit Kats can read. Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be bringing you my October book haul. So a monthly long book haul containing all books that have come in the mail, whether that's a review book, whether that's a book that I purchased, or books that I've got from charity shops or bookstores. It could be a short video, it could be a long video, but it's a big compilation of videos that I'm going to film exactly on the day that I get the books. And I really enjoy doing these sort of videos for you guys, and it's interesting to see like how many I get. But I've been really good with my book spending. I was really good in September. Most of the books that I got were actually review books. And starting off with this video, I've actually got a review book. So today is actually the 3rd of October, and the book that's come in the post today is Dry by Neal Shusterman and Jared Shusterman. So this is an interesting book, and it's sent by the lovely people at Walker Books, and this is about a drought. So people literally can't water the lawn, they can't have long showers, and then this is about Alyssa, who her parents have gone missing, and her young brother and herself must team up with an unlikely group to search for water, and they've got to all make impossible choices in order to survive. So it kind of sounds like a really interesting sort of survival story, so I'm really looking forward to reading this. And this actually releases on the 4th of October, so I'm really excited that I managed to get this like a day early, and it sounds really good. So I'm definitely plonking this on my October TBR, and it sounds kind of eerie, so it's perfect for the month of October as well. I have gained 3 books I've purchased from Amazon, and today is the 7th, and so they actually came on a Sunday, which is really sort of odd, but then I remember that Amazon do post on Sundays, so it's pretty good that this came quick, because I did only order this like the other day. I wasn't in any rush for it to come. So this book was in my wish list. It was reduced to £2.67, I think, something like that. And so this is hardback as well, so I thought it was pretty good. And this is Blink by Sacha Dawn. So I was rereading the synopsis again because this had been in my wish list for a couple of months, and I realised it sounds pretty interesting. So I was like, and it's perfect for this sort of season, so I thought, well, why the hell not? And I was in need of some retail therapy. So this is about a little girl named Rachel that was abducted when our main character Josh was just 4 years old. However, 12 years later, a mysterious girl named Chatham appears, apparently on the hunt for her runaway sister, and then Josh suspects that she's also tied to the mystery of Rachel. So it sounds like a mystery, an interesting mystery. I haven't heard anybody talk about this, so I am looking forward to giving this a read for myself. The next book that I got from my Amazon wishlist is Surface Tension by Mike Mullin. Now, looking at the cover of this, it makes me feel like it's a sort of like boyish book, like army sort of book, like most books are. Kind of African colours as well, which is interesting. However, this is about this boy called Jake, who ends up witnessing an act of domestic terrorism whilst he's training on his bike. So then he is found near death with a serious head injury, and he's unable to remember what happened. So a terrorist leader, their daughter Betsy, is then sent to kill Jake and eliminate him as a possible witness. So I just thought it sounds really interesting and different, and I think I managed to get this for around like just under £10, so either £8 or £9, or maybe, yeah, I think around that. I can't really remember, but you know, I just thought sounds pretty good. And the 3rd book that's come in the mail today in the Amazon package is The Secret Deep by Lindsay Galvin, and this was a book I hadn't heard of before. I just had to add an extra book to my cart because I cannot purchase odd numbers. It freaks me out. So this one, as soon as I read the synopsis, I was like, hell to the yeah. So this is about Asta, who wakes up on a tropical island and they have no idea how they got there. And if you've been watching my channel, you will know that I love these sort of books where people get stranded on islands, they have no idea how they got there, they have no memories, and so on and so forth, so you're following the mysteries along with them. And yeah, I just thought, yes, I've got to get it. Plus the cover is absolutely gorgeous, and it's blue, and it's very oceany. I love it so much. This is my favourite colour. this electric sort of blue colour, my favourite colour. So I'm like a magpie. I'm magnetically drawn to this book. So I'm very, very excited to read this. If you know of any other books that are like people being stranded on an island sort of thing, or where people just wake up and have no idea like how they got there, then please recommend those books down below, because those books get me very, very juicy and excited to read them. So today is the 10th of October and I've had another book that's come in the mail that I ordered from Wordery. So this is Dramas of a Teenage Heiress by Katie Birchall. This is the sequel to Secrets of a Teenage Heiress, which if you guys have been following my channel you would have known that I would have read, loved and enjoyed, and I reviewed it on my channel. And so I'm so happy that I have the sequel, because it's not long been released, it's been out a couple of months and I finally just splurged and got the book really. So it's so hilarious, the first book, it was so funny that I'm looking forward to reading more adventures that is going to be in this Hotel Royale world. I'm very, very excited to read more of this. But if you guys don't know what this series is about, the first book is just around this hotel called Hotel Royale, and we have the daughter who lives at the hotel, so her family own it, and then they have this famous pop star stay there, and it's kind of like she's gets into very, very embarrassing sort of situations in this hotel, and which is why it's funny, and it's definitely for fans of Geek Girl and the Georgia Nicholson series, because it's just hilarious. It's got that same sort of quirk and ambience to it, so definitely recommend it. But I'm very excited to continue on with this one. So today is the 12th of October and I've gained a couple of little extras. The first of which I'm going to share with you are two like really sort of short story books. First of which is Queen of Air and Darkness by Cassandra Clare, which is the exclusive sneak peek that is in Waterstones. So I thought that was pretty cool. I had to pick that up, like had to. And the other one is a Books Are My Bag by Cecilia Ahern book, which is called Raw. And this is 30 stories of women whose voices you'll never forget. So it's a very sort of short book. This will come in handy for like a readathon at some point. So the actual book that I got from Waterstones was A Map of Days, the fourth book in the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children series by Ransom Riggs. This is a Waterstones exclusive, and it also came signed, which I thought was awesome. It was so cool. Look guys, signature from Ransom Riggs himself. And this book, it smells awesome. Sorry, I'm like one of those really book sniffers. But look, it contains doodles. So cool. So I've read the first and the second book that's in the series, so I need to read the third. And this is also exclusive, so it contains something extra. Exclusive deleted scenes. So if you're in the UK, head on down to Waterstones and get it, because you're going to want to. This is the chunkiest of them all by far, like nearly 500 pages, which is cray cray. But I'm very excited now that I have this. Like, I was umming and ahhing, but I was like, oh, but I do remember kind of liking the first and second books. Like, I can't remember what I rated them, but I did have them at one point, and yeah, so very, very excited for that one. And then I had a book that came in the mail because I did a book trade, and in trade I got The Garden of Small Beginnings by Abby Maxim, which sounds like a very, very positive sort of book. And it says here it's about Lily, who 3 years since her husband died in a car accident, they've managed to resume their day-to-day life as a single mother and illustrator. Now she can get her 2 girls to school, show up to work and watch the TV like a pro, but still there's a problem of the aching loss that she feels inside. So she's commissioned to illustrate a series of books and signs up to a weekly gardening class, and her life starts to bloom again. And the class then provides Lily with a network of unexpected friends with their own heartaches and problems, and maybe another chance at love. So I just thought like, it's got a little bit of romance there, but it sounds like a very, very positive sort of book, so glad I traded that book. So today is Monday the 22nd of October. We are nearing towards the end of the month, and I don't plan on buying any more books for the rest of the month. So anything else that comes after this, if there is any books, they are literally going to be review books, because I am purchasing nothing. Or apart from if a Kingdom of Ash manages to come on the last day of October because that was a pre-order, and the same with The Darkest Star by Jennifer Armentrout. That is a pre-order as well. So if those books actually manage to arrive at the brand spanking end of October, they'll be included as well. But I've got some books to share with you guys. So first of all, I'll start with these two books that I ordered from Wordery. They were the cheapest out of the 3 websites that I use. I used Amazon, The Book Depository and Wordery. So these were the cheapest out of them all, and because of Jessica Brody, I can't help but order, and it seems silly that I haven't ordered this one, which is The Chaos of Standing Still. I don't really read the synopsis of favourite authors of mine. I like to be surprised. I also like to look underneath in case there's any sort of neat design, but I managed to order her book. I'm very, very excited to give it a read. She is the author of the Unremembered trilogy, and she's the author of a few other contemporary books, including the Mondays book, which I've got here somewhere, which I really, really liked. And I've got it on my reread list, so I'm looking forward to giving that one a read. And then I also ordered her new and latest book, which is The Geography of Lost Things. This sounds really good though. I've had a couple of people talk about it, a couple of people order it. Pink and greeny coloured, and I'm looking forward to giving this one a read. So I can tell you the other books that she has written here. So we've got The Boys of Summer, which I haven't read yet, 52 Reasons to Hate My Father, I haven't read yet, A Week of Mondays, that's the book I loved, Better You Than Me, and the Unremembered trilogy. So I've read the Unremembered trilogy and A Week of Mondays. She's one of my favourite authors and I still haven't read her other books. I will read them. But now I've got her 2 latest books in my grasp. I will defo read this. I probably might be able to put them onto my November TBR because I've got an urge to read them. And then I've got 4 books that I got from Waterstones because I tipped my 2p's and 1p's into a Coinstar machine in Asda. I managed to get £16.40 out of it, which is good. I finally managed to empty them. And I got a couple of books, and then I just bought a couple of others as well. So 2 of these are technically free. So the first of which I have to share with you is A Very Large Expanse of Sea by Tahereh Mafi. This is her new and latest novel, and this is her first contemporary book. And this is based after the 9/11, and it's the year after, and it's about Shirin. They've started a high school. It's a difficult time, but they're a 16-year-old Muslim girl and they wear a hijab, and they are really surprised how horrible people can be. So she hides away and drowns her frustrations in music and spending her afternoons breakdancing with her brother. But then she meets Ocean James, and he's the first person who really seems to want to get to know her, and it terrifies her. He's not like everybody else, and she has had her guard up against the world for so long that she's not sure that she's going to let it down for this person. But I've heard that it's a really, really good book, because I know some people that don't like the Shattered trilogy, and I know some people that have really liked this book. So now that I've got it, because it's now released, I'm very, very excited to give it a read and to see what I think about this one. And then the other book that I got, which I found, I was like, oh, Giant Days by Nom Pratt. I picked it up and I was like, everyone's been talking about this book. And to be honest, I don't know anything of what it's about, which is kind of a good thing. I like to read books that are really hyped up because I like to sort of make my own opinion, and that's why I get really intrigued. So this is about friendship. Sometimes they slip into life as easy as puzzle pieces, even if they're very different from you. Such is the case with these 3 mismatched university first years, Susan, Daisy and Esther. And it's a good thing they found one another, because in the giant adventure that is university, friends who have your back are the key. But even the best of friends can get distracted at times. When Esther starts chasing an intriguing fellow goth, and Susan starts hiding from her ex-boyfriend, Daisy fends herself by joining a mysterious yoga club. It's a little culty, but Daisy just wants to feel like she belongs. And what harm can one club do? So it's a hilarious original young adult novel based on the comic series. And Non Pratt reminds us in the first step into the exhilarating waters of young adult independence, friendship is the buoy that we can always cling to. So Non Pratt, if you don't know, she is a British author who has had a debut novel, Trouble, which I do own, I still haven't read yet. And she's also written a book called Remix, which I read and I really enjoyed, Unboxed, and Truth or Dare. So she's very, very popular on Twitter, and she's very, very popular in the UK when it comes to books. So I'm very happy that she managed to write this. And I remember seeing the comic book around, so I look forward to just seeing what this book is like. And then the other two books were part of a buy one get one half price deal that was on the table, and one is a new release, the other one I have not seen around. So the first of which is What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera. So that book is finally out and I got my hands on it. And this, I think, is described as like a meet cute between two boys called Arthur and Ben. And it sounds really cute, like really, really cute. It's actually chunkier than I thought it would be. It's probably Becky and Adam's chunkiest book. They've written it together, so what do you expect? But Adam Silvera, he's the author of various books I've read. They both Die at the End by him, and Becky Albertalli is the author of Simon vs. Homer's Ocean's Agenda, which I read and really enjoyed, and I love the movie to bits. So these two have written together, they created this baby, so I'm very excited, and I love the choice of colour with this book, so I'm very, very excited to see what I think about that. The other book is Rosie Loves Jack by Mel Darbu. I haven't heard of this book. I literally saw it on the table and I was like, what is this? So this is brand new to me. So this is literally about Rosie and Jack, and they're separated, and Rosie will do anything to find the boy who makes the sunshine in her head. She runs away from home, and they travel across London, travel to Brighton through trains which are cancelled, snow's falling, and yeah, it just sounds really cute, just about these two people. So I look forward to seeing what it's like, and hopefully it's not stupid. So I'm hoping it's really, really good, but it says it's not suitable for younger readers, so I don't know what sort of content is in this book. So this last book in this video is a book that I found in this cafe where you can leave books and take books or read them in the cafe, and I picked up Barry Trotter and the Unnecessary Sequel by Michael Gerber. I remember years ago seeing these books around, and they're like kind of like piss takes of Harry Potter in a way. Like they're like parodies with swear words and stuff in, and they're meant to be like really funny. I've never read one, so when I saw it I was just like, I'm really tempted to read it and hopefully I won't be offended. I don't know, if anybody's read this series, Barry Trotter, let me know down below what you thought about it. And yeah, I would be intrigued to see. Guys, it's the 23rd of October and one of my pre-orders has come in. Can you guess what that is? I'll give you a big clue. Boo, 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 boo. Ah, Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. Look at it in its glory. And it matches the other books in the series, so well done Bloomsbury, well done Sarah J. Maas, you have kept the covers looking the same. Kudos to you guys, but it's gorgeous. And look, the final battle is here. But guys, look at the size. Size, guys, it's huge. Like literally, you can't really see me. It's huge. It's massive. 980 fucking pages are in this book. And I'm sorry, but yeah. Oh, I'm liking that there's glitter. Can you see the gold shimmery glitter? There it is. There's gold shimmery glitter. This is going to be in Waterstones today, blatantly. So, finally got it in my hands. I'm very, very happy. So, I have a funny feeling that Sarah J Maas and George R. R. Martin have had words with each other, because 980 pages is huge. It's a big deal. You get it? A big deal. And yeah, Sarah obviously was like, I can't beat you, George R. R. Martin. You are the king of the big books. But at least she made an attempt, right? So it's going to be packed full of a lot of action, a lot of drama, a lot of suspense. It's gonna fill a lot of holes and explain a lot of things, and oh, this feels so smooth. Oh, this feels so good. Bit of ASMR for you guys. Bit of ASMR. Calm, immediate calmness. So, I'm the third book in the series, Heir of Fire. I've read the first two books in the series, love them. I've reread them both twice. Heir of Fire is huge. I tried listening to it with the audiobook, couldn't quite get into it, so I'm thinking I'm gonna have to read the physical book just because it's a fantasy. I tend to get lost in audiobooks of fantasy books most of the time, so I'm thinking I'm going to have to just hard hit it and read it. So I'm thinking perhaps in November to read some of the books that are in the Throne of Glass series. So that'd be Heir of Fire, there's Queen of Shadows, there's Tower of Dawn, and then there's this mighty thing. So I've got books 3, 4, 5. I'm missing another one that I haven't mentioned because this is the 7th book, but I've got all of the others. Empire of Storms. That's another one, isn't it? That rings a bell. Yeah. I'm ready to binge these, so yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to reading them. I'm very, very excited I've got this book in my hands now, because it means that I can just read the series, which is the best way to do it. Some people have been up to date and they're like, oh no, I'm gonna have to wait a year. I've done the tactical thing and I've just stayed back a bit. Not because I'm intimidated by the book sizes, that couldn't be like why it is. Big books intimidate me, I'm sorry, they scare me, they're huge, they take me ages to get through. So there you have it guys, that is the end of my October book haul. Let me know down below in the comments if you have read any of these books and what you thought about them, and what books you guys managed to purchase in the month of October as well. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel, please feel free to subscribe if you'd like to see more of my videos, and it would also mean the whole world to me. All of my social media links will be linked down below in the description if you'd like to follow me elsewhere. But all in all guys, thank you very much for watching my video. As always, keep smiling, keep reading and be happy. My name is Katie and I'll see all of you wonderful awesome people in my next video. Bye!